History doesn't live on a page. It lives in sand and salt-swept shores. In the time-worn face of a once young soldier. In the words of a memory almost forgotten.
When you come back to Normandy, these veterans get off these planes, and it's like the war was just won yesterday. I mean, that's how much reverence they still hold for these veterans.
Here, history has a heartbeat, where the years between storyteller and listener fade, and memories become legacy.
I come here for one reason, and that's because you feel like my people.
My name is Caleb Walker.
Juliana McClary.
Jordan Ryan.
Zemma Zhang.
Parker Burns.
I was born on June 5th, 2005.
July 21st, 2005.
September 25th, 2007.
July 6th, 2005.
January 23rd, 2005.
My name is George K. Mullins. If I was a prime minister, my birthday is April 29th, 1925.
Gideon Cantor, March 30th, 1925.
Betty Lou Rosevere, June 3rd, 1921.
I've always had a passion for history and learning about veterans and everything that made our country the way it is. Reading textbooks can only get you so far. Seeing the people who rewrote our country's history and the world's history in person, it's had a crazy effect, especially like hearing their stories.
You don't have long to go. You got to jump.
The veterans are amazing storytellers. They remember so clearly what happened 81 years ago, and it really paints a picture in my mind of what it must have looked like that day.
When we go into Carrington, does it bring back memories of the first time you walked the streets of Carrington?
I didn't say I walked, I crawled.
Having the one-on-one conversations, it kind of brings you down to reality that there's all like individual people, souls, lives that were connected to this, and each of them has a different and unique and important experience.
Talking to these veterans, you hear that they were 18, 19 years old. Right now, I'm 20 years old, and I can't imagine going through what they did at ages younger than me, and just to be able to see the true sacrifices they made when they were no older than kids.
My father was quite a prominent lawyer, and he was imprisoned by the Gestapo for about 3 months. So as soon as we could, we left Austria, visited our relatives in Czechoslovakia, and then went to France.
I feel like I've been able to find a connection with the veterans just by allowing them to tell their stories, because when they start going, you kind of realize that there's a lot of similarities between their experiences then and how they're living their lives now.
I'm always curious about everything, and I love being here and seeing whether it's different from us or not, but it's a lot of things we have in common, lots.
Even though there is a 90-year, 80-year age gap between us, I still feel like we have a lot in common and we can laugh about the same things.
Jack Myers. The moment I met him, it was just a connection like no other. I've only known Jack for less than 2 days, and yet I feel like I've known him for a lifetime. And I think that's simply because friendship is not by the quantity of time, but by the quality. When I first met him, one of the first things he had said to me was that he was so proud and so happy to have me here. because he had said that we need the youth to carry on the legacy.
As Gen Z, I think we are the last generation to be here and be that bridge between the greatest generation who fought in World War II and the next. The reality is time is ticking and people are getting older, and soon in a couple of years, there won't be any people left. There won't be any veterans left from World War II to tell their own stories.
As we grow up and these men are no longer here on Earth to share their stories and preserve their legacies, it falls on us to be that gap that tells their stories for the rest of our lives.
My grandfather fought in World War II in France. He passed 20 years before I was born, but I would always see his picture everywhere, and we had his medals hanging on the wall. It's kind of like an indirect conversation and connection with him being here.
What do you think that future generations are going to miss out on if we don't keep carrying these personal stories down?
I mean, oral history is unlike any other, as it goes down through generations, but hearing it firsthand is touching and it opens your mind. You think about it in a different way and you view it differently.
I think it's very easy to see the responsibility that the World War II veterans carried because their responsibility was very clear. They need to fight this war and they need to win. But they fought the war and they won. So now what is our responsibility and what's next? And I think that it's very clear that our responsibility is to carry on the legacy and to carry on the stories.
Someday soon, we will become the storytellers. An echo of voices long gone, sharing memories of courage and laughter, of loss and hope. Together, we can breathe life into the past. One story at a time.